Now, I did a clip last week of Mark Taylor, the firefighter prophet, as he's called, and he has a book coming out where it's like it was something about veneration of Trump. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Don't care, because he's not going to sell a copy thanks to my listeners. Anyway, he's a retired fireman, and he calls himself a prophet, and Jesus Christ, man, this guy is just bonkers. I mean, he's no like Rick Joyner or Rick Wiles, but he's fucking out there. Anyway, this title of this video from Right Wing Watch that we got is God has been speaking to Mark Taylor through, get this everybody, racehorses. That's how God chooses to speak to Mr. Taylor. Anyway, I'm going to let it go ahead and play. Here we go.
One of the things that you're seeing going on with Brett Kavanaugh right now is they want to mask and disguise this that it's about Roe versus Wade. We talked about this on the last show. How Hillary Clinton tweeted out, hey, they're going to gut Roe versus Wade. They're trying to stir the population up into thinking that this is about this.
But it is about that, because Trump said that he would nominate people. Yeah. He would nominate people that would get rid of Roe versus Wade. Even though he was just throwing red meat to his base, that's still something that he said. And we are inclined to believe that the president is trying to follow through with his campaign promises, even though he hasn't really fulfilled any of the other ones. Anyway.
This has nothing to do with Roe versus Wade right now. This has everything to do with military tribunals, them being charged with treason, and going to prison for the rest of their life. And
it's the pedophile underground sex trade thing. The military tribunals against these people. And these people keep fantasizing about military tribunals of people, and it's like, unless you're in the military, you're not underneath the UCMJ.
That's not gonna happen. That's not how it.
That's not the reason it's called a military.
That's not how it works.
It's called a military tribunal because you're usually a member of a military.
Right.
The reason we had The Hague after World War II, an international court thing, is that they were being tried on war crimes as members of a military. That's why you had military tribunals of these people. It's not like going to a regular court. It's not civil court. It's not an appeal court. It's not even a Supreme Court. It's a fucking military tribunal. Has to do with people that are in a goddamn military.
Yeah. And only.
Unless you're talking about like Batman, the Dark Knight Rises, and then it's like ran by the Scarecrow. But I mean, which was a delight. That was like one of the best parts of that shitty movie. Anyway,
executed. That's just the bottom line, period. I don't know how else to do it. There was a prophetic sign that was given. And this is new since I was on your program last. A prophetic sign, huge sign.
We have worm sign, the likes of which God has never seen. You got to walk without rhythm, otherwise the sandworms are going to get you.
Yeah.
September 14th. And God's been speaking a lot to me through racehorses, through the Triple Crown. I prophesied there was another Triple Crown winner coming when it did.
3 guesses to what Mark Taylor does in his free time. 3 guesses. That's like God talks to me through my Xbox, or, talks to me through YouTube. No, that's not how it goddamn works, man.
No. I mean, is he gonna bother to explain how this works?
Oh, give him a second.
June 6th, 2016, I believe it was.
Right.
On D-Day. So God's been speaking a lot through this. The racehorse named Barack Obama was euthanized.
I'm going to hurry up and Google this real quick, where it says, horse Barack Obama euthanized, and I'm going to see what it comes up with. Horse named Barack Obama euthanized at World something. Let's see. Was taken to the game's endurance treatment clinic after being transported back from the second loop of the 120-kilometer ride. Fuck, that's no wonder. Let's see. So, according to a statement from the World Equestrian Games spokeswoman, Gail Telford, he was treated on site for kidney problems and then taken to the nearby equine hospital near the North Carolina-South Carolina state line. The horse's owner consulted with champion and the team veterinarian who chose to euthanize the animal on Friday afternoon. Barack Obama had competed in endurance events across the globe for the past 9 years.
Oh, so he was an older horse.
He was an old horse, man. And it's an endurance horse, too. It was a 20-year-old Anglo-Arab gelding named Barack Obama was euthanized because of not far from where he was competing in the 2018 World Equestrian Games. So it's a Team New Zealand horse. So
Okay.
fuck you, man. Go ahead and give him that red meat that you're talking about. Oh, he's euthanized. Like, okay, give us some information about why he was euthanized. Oh, kidney problems. Okay.
Yeah.
On an older horse that was used to doing endurance events.
Oh my goodness. That is probably the biggest prophetic sign that you could have of God saying this man is going to go down, period.
No.
That's the bottom line. You can get mad at me all you want to, but you know, God's the messenger here. He's the one sending the message. People don't think that this stuff's real or it's going to happen. It is.
No. You're mistaking shit here, man. God's not the messenger if he's sending the message. The messenger is the one who delivers the message to the person. Dumbass. And it was delivered to you from you watching something at the Belmont Stakes where you're
yeah, it wasn't delivered. It wasn't delivered to you. It was in the news.
It's not. Oh, I'm going to see something huge in this unrelated news article. At least I could say for the Utah Outcasts, we're never going to like look at this news article and be like, prophetic sign. We know better than you do.
No, we're going to go, that's an interesting coincidence.
That's an interesting story. Now let's see what the coincidence is. Oh, well, that's really fucking cool. Can we say that they're inextricably linked?
No.
No. But if the minute it does, we're like, oh, well, you look at this evidence of this thing being linked. Hey, how about that? But not just because someone says Barack Obama, the horse, was euthanized. It's like if somehow I'm going to make a racehorse by the name of Mark Taylor and then just make sure that the record gets out there that the horse's name is Mark Taylor, then I'm going to shoot it in the fucking head and eat it. Because I live in America and, horse meat, is unpalatable in this country, but it's not in other parts of the world. So I'm going to eat me some horse. What's that going to say to you, Mark? What's it going to say to you, Mark? Is like, oh wait, that Satanist guy X. Yeah, he's totally eating me right now. It's like, that's a prophetic sign. That means that he's going to kill me. Like, no, it just means I shot a horse and ate it. That had just happened to share a name with you, fucking idiot.
Is going to happen. This is real, and just
it's not real until it happens.
Real or anything. Yeah, no, and it's not even a. It was a horse.
It was a horse.
It was an old horse. It got sick.
And it died. Or they killed it, I should say.
And they euthanized it. Like they do. How many other horses were euthanized that same day?
Exactly.
Justice is not coming. It's here. Period. And it's taking place on the earth.
Your God is the moral arbiter of everything, correct? So why does justice need to happen here? Why does it need to happen on earth? Why doesn't he pass judgment in the hereafter? Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Like,
sure, you would think.
I fucking hate Christians sometimes with their convenient loopholes that they have in all this shit.
Yeah.
This whole thing with Kavanaugh is all about trying to stop the military tribunals, guys. Don't buy into the lie that this is about Roe versus Wade. Is it about Roe versus Wade a little bit? Yeah, a little bit it is.
Sure,
okay, hang on a second. Fuck
it
you.
It either is or isn't.
Yeah, hang on.
This is about Roe versus Wade. Is it about Roe versus Wade a little bit? Yeah, a little bit it is. But
it's not about Roe versus Wade, but it is kinda.
It either
a little
is, bit. It either is or it isn't. You don't get to have it both ways.
Not when it's Mark Taylor. He gets to have it every way he wants it.
Shit.
Not as much as it's going to be in the days ahead when the next judges come into play. So this is all about rounding these people up, charging them with treason, and they know that basically their head's going to be in a noose, literally.
Charge what people?
Do they?
Who?
They don't normally still do hangings when it comes to military tribunals.
No. No, they don't. And I don't think anybody has been charged with, let alone convicted of treason since what? Those guys in, what was it?
It was Nicola
50s?
and Bart. What was it? I think that's who I'm thinking of, because
Yeah,
there was
it
a
the
really good
50s
song.
or
It
the
was that
60s? I can't remember.
Here's to You song. Let's see. Who was the last traitors executed? Let's see if there's anything about that.
One eternity later.
Oh, the Rosenberg execution. That's
Yeah,
what
the
it was.
Rosenbergs.
1953. There you go. Wow, I was off. I thought it was something else. That's me playing Metal Gear Solid a little bit too much.
Yeah. So it's
Julius and Ethel
it's been a while.
Rosenberg, a married couple convicted of conspiracy to commit espionage in 1951, were put to death not by noose, but by electric chair in 1953.
Mm-hmm.
So, how is it that we have access to all this amazing information and history and all this other stuff, and we could come out with, points refuting all of the shit that he says, but meanwhile there's credulous assholes like Mark Taylor that have this giant audience of people that are like, military tribunals are coming and they're going to take out Barack Obama. It's like, Barack Obama is enjoying fucking retirement right now. He's not.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to work anymore. He's good. That he bought his fucking DC brownstone, like, probably with cash, He doesn't have to make a house payment. I don't know, man. These people just are starting to get on my last goddamn good nerve, and that's probably a good thing, because we are done with the show tonight.